Markley here on the mic.
We had a few technical difficulties to get started, but so we missed about a minute and a half of the game, and the Cal Poly Mustangs have already put one on the board. I believe that was Mitch Stickney with the outside bouncer. So it's 1-0 here in a nice day in San Luis Obispo. So we've got Ryan Brown going for the Mustangs on the faceoff. He's had a great season, coming in around 66%. Also starting to score, dish him out a little bit. This is going to be a key matchup for the day.
Poly ball, hold on Virginia Tech.
And that's already their second one. They did the same thing on the first faceoff. So next one there in the box, and they're gonna. If that's a good sign for the Mustangs. If Brown dominates like he did against Santa Clara, then the Mustangs are going to do well.
Virginia Tech coaching staff not happy about that call.
Yeah, to be fair, the guy was all over his back, but that's okay. And just for any of you Hokie fans out there, Josh and I are former Cal Poly coaches, so you can complain about us being homers, but, you know. We'll just call it like we see it, with a little bit of Mustang love in there at times.
Evan Hunter with the drive down the alley, scores lefty.
Mustangs with the early 2-0 lead. So Josh, the polls just came out today after a pretty good week for both Cal Poly and Virginia Tech. We've got Cal Poly coming in at number 9, Virginia Tech at number 11. And both teams blew the doors off of Stanford. I think Tech beat them 21-5 just 2 days ago. So on paper, it should be a pretty ideal matchup.
Brown getting the ball out. Looks like Poly's got it.
Ben Smith on the ground ball.
Great pickup by Kai Moy from the attack. Those 50-50 ground balls on faceoffs are crucial for teams to maintain the battle of possession.
Yeah, and that's 3-0 Mustangs in the faceoff column, so could be a long day if the Hokies don't get that figured out. And another one. Stickney to Hunter. So the Hokies were a little too preoccupied on the ball carrier there. Got caught ball watching and just left Hunter wide open on the backside. We are at 3-0. And an early timeout from the Hokies and Coach O'Brien.
The Mustangs are having good success initiating with their midfield up top. I wonder if the Virginia Tech coaching staff is going to try to adjust to that.
Yeah, and you know, looking into this game beforehand, Josh, is I really had Ryan Brown, the Mustangs face-off guy, as one of the keys to the game. You know, he's coming in junior year. He's continued to get better each and every year. Freshman year came in at about 52%, which is a pretty good average in a freshman year against the level of competition that the Mustangs play. Last year he bumped up to about 67%, but he still wasn't doing much in the scoring column. And then this year we're only a few games in, but he's at that 67%, but he's already got 3 goals, 4 assists, and 61 ground balls, which means he's winning the face-off battle to himself, winning them forward a lot of the times, putting a lot of pressure on the defense. And part of that might be that he's got A.J. Corrales at the point, and so the teams have to decide about sliding off of A.J. from the point or letting Ryan come down and take the shot himself.
Yeah, most defensive coaches will tell you that they'll gamble on face-off guy taking that shot versus passing it to an attackman who's typically one of your better offensive players on the team.
Yeah, and, you know, A.J. started off the season hot. Obviously, I think he had 7 or 8 goals in that Cal game, and certainly hasn't been able to reproduce that. But he's still, I would take him with one of the top outside shooters in the MCLA. Getting a stick checked as we speak, and it comes in clean. So the Hokies tried Kirsch, I believe, was their first face-off guy, and it looks to be Matt White taking a go at it now. Oh.
Face-off violation on Ryan Brown. Each team gets 3.5 before it's a 30-second penalty.
And that was number 8 on the face-off, who is not listed on their roster, so we don't know who that is.
The flag down on the Cal Poly defense.
So the Hokies get their first go on O, and then it's going to be a man-up opportunity.
So number 8, Wyatt Foster. 30-second penalty.
And obviously the Mustangs have been on a bit of a roll lately. If they had any struggles in those first couple games, one of them was man up. They did not seem to be on the same page, so we'll see if they've gotten that cleaned up.
Outside shot from Mark Schubert from Virginia Tech. Backed it up.
Stays Hokies.
Rotating into a 3-3.
Ball fake in the skip.
Successfully found that guy in the backside. He wasn't able to finish.
Yeah, that was point blank range, and he was not close.
Looks like the penalty is released. Saved by Anthony Epstein. Pushes it ahead. Bad pass to his outlet.
We're back to even strength.
Tip ball. Possession goes to Cal Poly. Poly successfully clears the man down.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity to get back in this game. They had a good look and just did not hit cage.
So we see if Poly continues to have success driving with their midfielders. Ooh, great save. Poly able to get that rebound and try another shot. Successfully backed up.
Yeah, that was an outside shot by Stickney with a save. Ricochet went to Galef. He had a point-blank shot and just missed cage. Stays Mustangs, though.
Evan Hunter with the ball. Looking to drive from behind. Create a mismatch.
Playing attackman AJ Morales up top center quite a bit, trying to pull that defender away. Stickney with the outside bouncer misses wide. I didn't hear from Coach D'Abrio what the word was, but I think Tregeezer, Mustang attackman, is out this game. It looks like Kai Moy's getting the start. Driving on his man now.
Oh, great offside save from Virginia Tech. Shot by Doug Goslin.
Yeah, so LeClaire may be settling down here after getting a little shell-shocked in the opening minutes. We believe it's LeClaire. Again, there's no 32 on the roster, but we think it's who's listed as number 1.
He's got a sword stick on him from behind. Looks like Virginia Tech is double pulling the midfield.
AJ thinks about a very far outside shot, but makes the wise decision and pulls it out.
That was a hold on Cal Poly. It will be Virginia Tech ball.
Mustang Ride has looked effective in recent games. We'll see how the Hokies do. They go for the long pass, gets there in time. Hokies look to settle down into their first 6-on-6 possession of the game.
Both teams are subbing their defensive and offensive middies in from the midline. Looks like we're all set. Poly sends a quick slide. Virginia Tech settled it up. It's like that's Dewey, number 4, trying to test his lefty around the coming up GLE.
Yeah, Dewey's one of their primary scorers, listed as a lefty in the Cal Poly scouting report, so that makes sense. Shot clock.
Shot clock violation. Starting this year in the MCLA, they're instituting the shot clock, which has also been instituted in the NCAA ranks. It's an 80-second shot clock from the time a team gets possession.
Flag down on the Hokies. Not sure what the call was. Corrales driving on his man, but dishes it off. Shot from Sando saved by Leclerc down low. And the Mustangs will go man up.
We'll see what the penalty is here. It's Adam Rankin from Virginia Tech on the penalty. It's an interference call.
Sando sweeps up top. Looks for the backside. Might have been there, but he stepped in the crease.
Crease violation on Gosselin. Virginia Tech ball.
Quick turnover on the man up. Nice check on from AJ Corrales. Ball off Virginia Tech. Little complaining from the Hokie sideline.
Penalty released. Shot from number 9, Corrales. Goes wide, backed up by Cal Poly.
Penalty is cleared, so we're back to 6-on-6.
Ooh.
That's Doug Gosselin with a nice wraparound drive. Shot low and score. And Mustangs take the 4-0 lead. You know, after that opening loss to Cal, Josh, where AJ had his breakout game, I think there was a little bit of standing around in that game, kind of waiting for AJ to take over, and he did, but not enough to actually get the victory. So since then, the Mustangs have been a lot more balanced. Gosselin's had some great games. Stickney's had good games, good game from the midfielders. So it's they're a pretty dangerous team right now, scoring in a lot of different ways and from a lot of different places.
Another 50-50 ground ball on this face-off. Looks like Ben Smith has the ball.
Ben Smith, oh, but he lost it. And with the trip.
Another flag for a pushing from behind or a trip.
Yeah, we'll find out. Could be either. Oh, actually, they're calling Brown with the slash.
Calling a slash. Interesting.
Didn't see that, but could have been a penalty on 23, so suppose it's all the same. Mustangs will be man down for a minute. Hokies in an open set. See if now they shift into a 3-3. Looks a little stagnant. Now they press. Outside shot. Saved by Tony Efting. And the quick outlet.
Looks like Mustangs are able to successfully find their short stick midfielder. It's the key to any clear, finding that your short stick midfielder.
Yeah, not too impressive so far from the Hokies man up. Looking for a fake from the guy top center and going the other way. Haven't seen much else besides that. Penalty clears and Mustangs back to even strength. Stickney with the drive, reverses it to Hunter. Hokies are playing pretty tight off ball, which means could just be a matter of can the Mustangs get some one-on-one drives and take their man. Turnover in this case. Ball goes through the goalie, Leclerc.
With the new shot clock, your ride becomes a whole new factor in slowing up the team's offense.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. Oh, and that's 9. Sullivan Warner with the outside low to high rip. Gets the Hokies on the board and back in this game as we go to 4-1 with a few minutes left in the first. That was just a good drive early in the possession before the Mustangs defense had really settled in, and the slide wasn't there. Took advantage.
Quick hitch on Mustangs senior defenseman Lou Sugo. Gets him to take one step to downfield, comes back upfield. A solid shot to the top right of the cage.
Yeah, good sign for the Hokies. Now the question will be, can they solve Ryan Brown at the faceoff? He wins it, going backwards though, so the clear is going to be a little challenging. Ball to Tunney.
That's a tough pass from Sugo up to Kai Moy at the attack.
Yeah, I think clock was running down on the clear on that one. You only have 20 seconds to get it over the midline. So a little bit of a force under the time duress, and it didn't go in the Mustangs' favor. Come back Hokies. 35 just drops the ball, and AJ's got a fast break going for the Mustangs.
Looks like Virginia Tech has numbers. We'll see what the call is here.
This is going to be a tough one. And it is a goal. AJ Corrales with the legal dive, according to the refs. Definitely one of the most challenging plays to call in lacrosse this year. You are allowed to dive if the ball goes in the goal before you go into the crease, but you're not allowed to dive towards the goalie. Problem is, if they're pushing them, then it's on the defense. Still not sure what the call is.
So they waved the goal off, but there's a penalty on Virginia Tech for a push in the back with possession, it sounds like.
That makes no sense. But I'm not saying you're wrong on their call, Josh, but I'm just telling you it makes no sense. It should be a goal or not a goal. Okay, that makes more sense. So they're saying that it was an illegal dive, 1 minute on Corrales in the box. Probably was pushed in the back a little, but that's a tough call for the refs to make, and they're trying to protect the goalies from having a guy dive into their leg, so I can understand why they made that call in that case.
Again, the subtlety there is that he was diving toward the goal mouth is the wording in the rule book. You have to dive away from the goal mouth in order for that dive to be legal.
And the Hokies get right back on the man up, take it 4-2. It was a releasable penalty, so we'll be back to even strength.
That looks to be 48. Hunter Capistani.
Capistani on the goal. A little better movement on the Hokie man up that time.
Mustang's not able to rotate quickly enough to get out to that shooter there on the low right wing.
Looks like we got Kirsch back on the face-off X for the Hokies.
Brian able to win the face-off to himself, force a fast break. Oh, and hits the pipe.
Off the pipe.
A quick timeout from Coach Davrio. As soon as his attackman picked the ball up.
Coach gets the early timeout here, or late in the first quarter, first time out of the half. And so that's what we were talking about earlier, Josh. Ryan Brown really being more of an offensive threat this year, not just winning faceoffs at a 67% clip, but doing some damage. He missed that one, but obviously wasn't I don't think the goalie got a piece of that, so it was just an inch too far wide. What that's going to do, though, is it's going to probably force the Hokies to slide next time, and if they do slide, then that leaves Corrales wide open on the point, and that shot's probably going to get buried. So we'll see how that plays out throughout the rest of the game.
As my goalie friends out there would like to say, pipes a save. Not in the rule book.
Not in the rule book.
Not in the rule book.
Unless they get a piece of it, right? Then technically it is. That was a big call from the officials. Would have been 5-1 at that point, but with the penalty on Corrales on the dive, Hokies getting one on the man up, bringing it back a lot closer at 4-2 now. And again, I think it was likely the right call. He was going towards the goalie, it seemed like, from here. It's a quiet crowd out here today at the Upper Sports Complex in San Luis Obispo. We're in the middle of a school day, so rowdy fans that are generally here aren't here today. Looks like mostly a Hokie parents crowd over there, making the spring break trip out of Virginia and enjoying some sunshine here in California.
I'm glad the weather could accommodate. It's been a pretty rainy winter season out here in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, let's just say it's been brutal for us. We had rain, for God's sakes. So yeah, it's been nice to dry out a little bit. Perfect day for lacrosse.
Mustangs looking to initiate from the midfield.
Mustangs operating a lot out of a 1-4-1 this season. It's been effective for them. Doing a lot of wing dodges, finding guys on the backside and on the crease. Offense has looked good.
Nick Sando with the ball.
Even in their 2 losses, I think they managed to put up, 11 goals apiece. 10 against California, 11 against Arizona State. So offense have been effective. Flaherty with the drive, dishes it off to Corrales. AJ trying to do a little too much, it seems. But he does find Nick Sando on the backside. And he gets it in. From this angle, it looked like the goalie got a piece of it. But must have gone off stick and into the upper corner. Is that what you saw, Josh?
That's what it looked like. It was a little hard to tell from here in real time. We'll see what the replay has.
It was a strange angled shot, low to high, from really in tight.
Yeah, that's not typically how I would coach my shooters. to take the low to high righty rip down there on that left wing.
Yeah, the righty is an added bonus of not being properly fundamentally sound. But hey, they count. When they go in, they count, right?
This is true.
Sando will take it, and the Mustangs will take it, and it brings us to 5-2. Still in the first.
Looks like AJ on the assist there.
Kirsch with his first clean win of the day. It's a good sign for the Hokies. Dewey loses the handle for a moment, but gets the ball back on his own. Ryan Brown stuck out on defense, but he's a pretty solid defender.
Looks like Virginia Tech really trying to push it early in the transition, in the possession before their personnel are all out on the field. It's definitely a lot easier to push a defense that before they've gotten settled.
Yeah, Dewey with the shovel shot that doesn't go. Capistani with the quick shot, misses. Couple feet high. Dewey with the ball going up against Tunney. Pretty solid matchup for both squads.
Just about 20 seconds left in this quarter.
Kind of a force to the inside. Makes sense in the... Oh! Mustangs nearly score on themselves. Nearly an own goal from Tunney to Epstein.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
No, those are never good.
And that ends the first quarter. Cal Poly 5, Virginia Tech 2.
Pretty fast-paced quarter. A lot of action. Hokies not getting a lot done on 6-on-6 offense, but effective enough on the EMO to keep themselves in this one at 5-2. See if Mustangs can clean up the penalties, because I haven't seen a lot from the Hokies outside of the EMO.
Last weekend, I was out for the Stanford and Sonoma games here at the turf fields out at Cal Poly. And Mustangs did a pretty good job killing the penalty, even 2 men down on a couple occasions, still able to successfully kill it.
Yeah, hopefully they worked out some of their early season lack of communication is what I saw in that Cal game on the man down. You'd end up with 2 people going to the ball and a lot of people open on the backside. So they got their work in, and hopefully they're all on the same page now. So we got the Hokies on a little California tour. Took on Stanford on Monday. Stanford coming in at 15 in the poll today. A little surprised they're still that high, to be honest, after getting waxed by the Hokies 21-5 and beaten pretty soundly by the Mustangs as well. But still coming in at 15. So that's the Hokies' big win at this point, is over Stanford. They also knocked off Connecticut in an 8-7 game. Connecticut's made some strides, so that looks a little better than it did a few weeks ago. And then the lone loss for the Hokies to number 7, South Carolina. But Virginia Tech will finish up here in San Luis and then head back north to play Cal on Friday. So their trip's not going to get any easier. So if they can't come up with a victory here today, they might be looking at a 1-2 spring tour.
And Cal coming in at number 1 in the poll. Same
Yeah.
as last week. Unanimous in this poll, I believe.
Yeah. Kirsch gets the ball out.
That was a clean forward win by Kirsch, and Hokies able to get that ground ball.
Yeah, that's 2 wins in a row for Kirsch on the faceoff. It gives Hokies some hope. They're going to be able to maintain a little more even possession time than we've had in the first quarter, which was definitely dominated by the Mustangs. Most of the Hokie time coming in on the penalties.
Oh, we have a very early slide by the Mustangs there.
Yeah. Fairly meager attempt at a drive on number 9. That's Sullivan Warner.
The Mustangs can get it over the midline. They got a failure to advance, or a bad pass from a attempt to avoid the failure to advance.
Mustangs catch a little break. Pass from Tunney to Ben Smith. Probably should have been picked off, but it got through. Mustangs settle it in. Yeah, from what I've seen, I don't see the Hokies being able to generate offense in 6-on-6 by having the attackmen take the close defenders of Cal Poly. Mustang close defense are solid one-on-one defenders. Sullivan took a go on that last one and ended up falling down on his own.
It looks like Stickney's shot there caught the goalie off guard coming stick side high.
Good quick release from Stickney, but yeah, not the place he probably wanted to put it. Outside shot on the transition from the Hokies stays with Virginia Tech. Capistani dishes it off to Warner, and the Hokies settle in as they get all their personnel on board. Hokies taking a go at the Mustang short stick defender.
Down shot.
Nice
Saved by Epstein.
Nice outlet.
Oh. Shovel shot right in front of the goal by Galef.
Yeah, that was a pretty looking transition opportunity. Levitan to Galef. Galef had a good spot. On the doorstep, just couldn't put it in.
Showing strong lefty tendencies there with the refusal to go righty to shoot that.
Yeah, let's say he was going for the twister there.
There's Hunter with the ball, sizing up his man.
See if they know he's all left. That's probably not what he wants. I don't think coach is going to be pleased with that shot. That was a high to high, stick side high from about 13 yards on the run.
Looks like Virginia Tech throws it away.
Yeah, Leclerc just kind of punted that one up to midfield, thinking his guy could run underneath it, but it went out of bounds. Mustangs back on 0.
Mustangs looking inward. Flaherty with the ball. Hunter with a shot, backed up by Moy.
Still going high to high. Oh,
looks like that was maybe a kick save on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice drive by Moy. Good save by the goalie. It's a good look. He beat his man, put a nice shot on. Goalie just made the play.
A pretty quick first step right there.
Yeah. Moy doesn't look like a physically intimidating presence, so usually if you're on the field as an attackman at his size, you're going to be pretty quick.
Saved by the Mustangs.
Action-packed up and down game here. Going back the other way with the Mustangs. Mustangs figure out their clearing formation. Sugo to Flaherty. And the Mustangs settle in on 0.
Good short stick defense there from the Hokies.
Yeah, Sando looking for the wing dodge out of the 1-4-1.
Ooh.
Ooh. So a little pick play. Corrales fell down with the ball, but I believe Coach Dabrio got the timeout. The Stripes are going to palaver and decide if they're going to grant the timeout. Okay, you might have heard that, but inadvertent whistle saying he did not get the call in time. Possession going to the Hokies on the alternating possession rule.
So, Coach, what's the alternating possession rule?
It's basically when the refs don't know what to do, they give it to one team, and then if they do it a second time, the other team gets the ball.
Fair enough.
If they're officiating well, it never comes up. I suppose it's also used when they don't know who the ball went off on, something of that nature. But generally speaking, it happens when they blew the whistle
and didn't mean to.
Didn't mean to, or shouldn't have. Take your pick.
I think Rankin used.
Oh, that was quite a snag from the Hokie, but then he threw it away.
Looks like this is going to come over the midline for an over and back call.
Yeah.
This will be Mustangs ball.
Yeah, quite a snag from Dewey. One-handed grab out of nowhere, but then he kind of rushed the pass and threw it over his teammate's head. Coming back, Mustangs. Oh, wide open on the backside, but Moy can't finish. Needs to take another step to glory there, Josh.
Looks like Paulie's able to chase the ball and maintain possession.
Yeah, that was a good find. I'm not sure. I think that pass might have been from Taus Jurna, number 40. I think Moy just cost him an assist right there. Stickney with the outside bounce. We're talking over you, Josh. I got to remember you're the play-by-play.
Stickney with the unassisted goal from up top, lefty.
Yeah, put it in a nice spot though. That was a offside low. Goalie couldn't get to it on that one. Mustangs get their first goal in a while. Take it to 6-2.
Looks like his defender was giving him his left too by shading him that way, and Stickney's able to make him pay on that one.
This is Stickney's senior year, right?
Yes.
And so we've been watching Mitch for 4 years now, and there's not a shot that kid doesn't like. So, but he can shoot. I guess that's one of those things when you take a lot of shots, you get pretty good at it. That was a nice one from Stickney from outside. So that was a face-off win from the Hokies. Again, we don't know who that is. Number 8's not on the roster, but so now Kirsch has won a couple and 8's won a couple.
Yeah, that was a clean win forward.
Maybe they've figured out Brown a little bit. It's going to be a more 50-50 kind of battle at the face-off. Might be Matt White. He's listed as their other face-off guy, number 25. So we'll just assume that that's who that was.
Like Schubert trying to initiate from up top.
Yeah, getting nowhere.
Good one-on-one defense from Hoblitzel.
Initiating against Hayden Thayer, the short stick D-midi for the Mustangs again, but just getting no room against Thayer. Same thing against Smith, and Smith actually creates the turnover as the short stick D-midi.
It's a good tough ride there by the Hokies. We'll see if the Mustangs can clear it. Mustangs have a midi back for the long stick defender to go over.
Get their personnel figured out.
Thayer throws it away.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised pass. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. It wasn't like they actually had a transition opportunity.
These kind of transitions are always dangerous where the defense was just able to clear it. We're getting offensive middies on the field. And now they have to come back and play defense.
Yeah, that's the box coach's nightmare. The least desirable coaching position on the field, as we have learned over the years. Sean O'Brien, wherever you are, we thank you for all your years of service on that end.
Ground ball scrum from behind the goal. So he was able to come up with this one. Looks like the ball went out of bounds.
Yep.
This will be Cal Poly ball.
Yep, kicked out by Capistani.
It's always tough as an attackman in that position because your defenders are just teeing up on your elbows and hands.
Tiny brings it down. Gets the D-Midi Levitan, and the Mustangs look to settle in a little bit. Try to expand on their 6-2 lead.
Hunter with the ball here on the left wing.
Pretty.
Not sure if that was a
Yeah, I don't know.
or a shot.
I do not know if that was a pass or a shot. If it was a shot, it was with low angle. If it was a pass, it was an unusual time to shoot or pass. Corrales with the outside shot. Staying Mustangs.
Can't tell if the Hokies are in a zone here. Or just because of the Mustangs' offensive formation.
Yeah, seems like they're still man-to-man.
Shot from Stickney. Chased by Hunter. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Like Mustangs are looking to invert here.
Hunter drives lefty. Shot clock is winding down. Mustangs haven't had a shot clock violation today. This might be the first.
Looks like they lose possession.
Yep. Turn it over before they can turn it over the other way. Going Hokies. Number 7, that's Zek Nasanjel with the one-man clear. Nice athletic move. I think I pronounced that right. I actually asked the coach on that one since I knew I was going to get it wrong.
Looks like the Hokies have all their offensive players on. Looking to initiate from up top. Very early slide.
Yeah, that's Wyatt Foster playing a little LSM. Freshman out of Exeter Academy in New Hampshire. That's a new one for the Mustang program.
That was a good find, a cross-field pass, but Epstein able to come up with a save.
Yeah. Epstein's looked good today. He's got at least, what,
He's 5
4
or
or
6
5 saves, I'd say, yeah. Against 2 goals in. If there was any question mark for the Mustangs, you know, it's been the goalie slot. They've played all 3 goalies. They've played solid, but I don't think there's been a clear top goalie so far. Still trying to figure out. And, you know, Mustangs have plans to go pretty far this year. And obviously you're going to have your goalie playing as well as they can if you're going to make noise at the MCLA tournament. Oh, that's a nice look.
Shot wide from Gosselin.
Sando on the dish to Gosselin. Just missed it. Hokies with the interception or deflection. Pick it up themselves.
Oh, what a save by Epstein there. Off-stick hip.
Oh,
but the Hokies are able to tip it and put the ball away.
That was an interesting sequence of events. That might be the best save I've seen Epstein make. And followed it up, got a little too excited, tried to get the quick outlet, and Hokies just knocked the ball down and got the easy putback.
It's interesting on the save, he was able to go over the top instead of coming underneath on that. And it makes the great tip by the Capistani. Got his own ground ball there and able to put it away. Nice, another clean save, or clean one on the face.
White wins that one back to his wingman. So the Hokies definitely having some success on the faceoffs. I think they as much as Brown dominated the first quarter, they've turned the tables on him in the second.
Jostling in the middle. Great save by Epstein.
Another good one. Kind of in the same spot as the last one.
Yeah.
Right off his shoulder.
Able to get this pass away this time. Mustangs looking to find their...
Oh. Little errant pass from Hoblitzel.
Galef unable to pick it up.
Going back the other way.
Oh, they hit the pipe.
The pipe. And now
Hoblitzel.
It's coming back the other way.
And the Mustangs able to capitalize on this fast break. Looks like they are going to try to push a little.
Got Chambers brought it down to Gosselin, and now you got Sando going to make a run. Just can't do it. Ran out of real estate. Had to fade away to stay out of the crease.
Timeout, Cal Poly.
Timeout Mustangs, second one of the half. We got about a minute and a half left in the first half, that is. Mustangs holding a solid 6-3 lead at this point. What I've seen from the Hokies so far, Josh, is the defenses look solid. Man up's got a couple goals, riding clear, but I haven't seen too much on 6-on-6. They have not been able to get past their matchup, whether it's been the long pole or the short stick D-midi. And if Mustangs don't have to slide early or slide at all, then I think they're going to have a long day on offense.
Yeah, it looks like they've actually been sliding very early on a couple occasions.
Yeah, and that might be matchup based. A couple people are going early and seeing if anybody else can beat them.
I think Epstein might be the player of the half so far. A couple of these.
Yeah, he's had a nice second quarter for sure.
Very nice saves, in spite of essentially single-handedly allowing Virginia Tech to score that goal.
Yeah,
to get that early outlet.
Those are going to happen once in a while. Yeah, we're looking at of the 3 Hokie goals, 2 of those are man up, 1 in transition. And they had a few other good transition opportunities. I think they're going to need to push the ball and do some early driving. It's been when they've found some success. Actually, I take that back. I think only 1 was man up, and then 1 was a drive early in the possession. That was the goal from Sullivan Warner. So they did get 1 in 6s just early in the possession.
Corrales is going to start with the ball, back right. And see what the Mustangs have up their sleeve.
Yeah, we'll see how Coach wants to play this. Could kind of kill most of the half with an 80-second possession. Or maybe they go early and just try to find the best shot they can. Nearly throw it away. Moy gets it back. Hokies extending really far out on defense. Somebody's going to have to run past their man.
Okay, lift the ball. Looking to hitch right, come back to his left.
Going against one of the 2 short stick D-mids. Oh, finds Gosselin wide open on the crease, but he couldn't corral it.
5 seconds in the shot clock.
That was a legal dive, but saved by the goalie. They just dumped it down because I think they thought the half was over, not the shot clock was over. So that was a mental lapse by the Hokies. Goes right back to the Mustangs.
Well, Galef looking for Moy on the wrapper, not able to find him.
Yeah, might have been there, just couldn't connect. Now it's going to be a end of the half, Gilman.
4, 3, 2,
right. And the Hokie defender can't get the ball down to the goal, so we'll finish up at the half. 6-3 Mustangs. Take a short break here, and we'll be back with you about 10 minutes.
Linus Film presents Top Plays 2018 West Coast Lacrosse. Number 10, Cal, Texas in Memorial Stadium. Cal wins the faceoff and Jake Bistotnik heads for the goal. He rips a big shot and scores. He also launches his body and performs a flip. Cal goes on to win 13-4. Number 9, Stanford hosts Oregon State down on the farm. Stanford senior Joey Murphy comes around from X and delivers some high cheese for a goal. The Oregon State Beavers win big though, 15-5. Number 8, Cal, Michigan State, Memorial Stadium, Berkeley. Nick Bowman's face dodge gives him time and space, and he rips a sidearm shot into the back of the net. Michigan State wins the midseason game and goes on to be MCLA national champions. Number 7, Oregon and Stanford meet in the Pac-12 shootout in LA. Senior attack Cade Bailey runs through the entire Stanford defense to begin a comeback. The Ducks take the game 8-7 in the final minutes. Number 6, Cal Dominican, Marin County. Cal's offense is on a roll and Jackson Durham scores off one leg. Cal wins by a convincing score of 23-7. Number 5, Burnaby, Canada. Simon Fraser, Oregon. John Finnegan hits Bailey in the crease and he finishes to pull Oregon back to a 1-goal deficit at 7-6. But it's Fraser's night as they win 16-9. More from this game later. Number 4, Memorial Stadium, Berkeley. The 54th big game. Dylan Lee gets a pick and scores a 5-hole goal, and Cal wins its 3rd straight big game over the Stanford Cardinal. Number 3, Arizona State, Oregon. Pac-12 shootout, LA. Jake Marthin scores one of his 3 goals for the game, and ASU cruises to a 9-6 win over the Oregon Ducks. Number 2, Simon Fraser, Oregon. Kalen Naher gets one of his 5 goals for the game as the Simon Fraser clan roll past the Oregon Ducks 16-9. Number 1, Cal versus Cal Poly in the WCLL championship game. Freshman Brandon Cook comes around from X and puts Cal up 1-0. The Bears win a tight match 6-4 and punch their ticket to the MCLA championship tournament.
I think that's what happened.
Linus Film presents Top Plays 2018 West Coast Lacrosse. Number 10, Cal, Texas in Memorial Stadium. Cal wins the faceoff and Jake Bistotnik heads for the goal. He rips a big shot and scores. He also launches his body and performs a flip. Cal goes on to win 13-4. Number 9, Stanford hosts Oregon State down on the farm. Stanford senior Joey Murphy comes around from X and delivers some high cheese for a goal. The Oregon State Beavers win big though, 15-5. Number 8, Cal, Michigan State, Memorial Stadium, Berkeley. Nick Bowman's face dodge gives him time and space, and he rips a sidearm shot into the back of the net. Michigan State wins the midseason game and goes on to be MCLA national champions. Number 7, Oregon and Stanford meet in the Pac-12 shootout in LA. Senior attack Cade Bailey runs through the entire Stanford defense to begin a comeback. The Ducks take the game 8-7 in the final minutes. Number 6, Cal Dominican, Marin County. Cal's offense is on a roll and Jackson Durham scores off one leg. Cal wins.
All right, and we're back.
Getting ready for the second half face-off. Mustangs have split goalie time in a few games this year, but not today. Not surprising, because Epstein had an excellent first half, so he stays in the cage. Looks like it's still Hunter LeClaire for the Hokies. And this might be the key matchup. I talked about it quite a bit already today, but first half was really a tale of two quarters. Ryan Brown from the Mustangs won all the first quarter faceoffs from what I can recall. And the Hokie tandem of White and Kirsch won, I think, all the second quarter or close to it.
At least out of all the clean face-off wins. Looks like Brown's able to get that one out. But Virginia Tech able to get the ground ball.
That's Nasangel again getting through traffic with a good ground ball on the wing play.
Unable to get that off-stick hip shot.
Yeah, feeds Warner for his, that's at least his second of the day. So big goal for the Hokies to open up the second quarter, or second half, excuse me. That one was a real even matchup on the faceoff. Just good wing play from the Hokies. Come up with the ground ball. Leads to the transition opportunity.
Like the Cal Poly attackmen are able to ride, get the ground ball, but Virginia Tech still comes up with it.
Yeah, that was Nasangel again with the ground ball. Lost it temporarily. Hokies got it back, and now they're on the clear.
I'm not sure I caught what that call was.
Offsides, I think, on the Hokies, going the Mustangs' way. Moy with a bit of the dropsies this afternoon, but manages to corral his own loose ball.
All right, it looks like the Mustangs have all their offensive personnel on.
Go ahead,
Coach.
I don't expect a lot of changes from either team. I don't know that either's going to jump into a zone or something different. I mean, first half was pretty evenly matched.
That was Galef with the drive. Looks like he lost the handle. Virginia Tech able to pick it up. Oh, and they missed the pass.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised pass.
Hunter picks it up. And Coach Dabrio telling him to press. Stickney with the shot. Good save down low.
Yeah, that was a tough angle. Little too wide. LeClaire had a rough first 5 minutes, but he's settled in. He's looked good since then.
Boyle with the ground ball, able to bring that up for the Hokies. Looks like both teams are trying to sub their middies out through the midline. Looks like a loose ball there on the end line. It's Capistani able to get his own ground ball. Mustangs got a couple offensive middies stuck on defense.
Yeah, Hokies 6-on-6 offense looking a little crisper so far this half, moving a little quicker. See if they can put some pressure on the Mustang D.
That was Dewey with the shot.
Yeah, that's good luck. Found the big, tall Dewey, middle of the field.
Oh.
Wrap around from Cleary doesn't go.
Looks like the Mustangs' offensive middies stuck on defense are a little tired here. Wouldn't be surprised if they keep giving it to their offensive player with that shorty on him, looking to press.
We're winding down on the shot clock. We're at about 14 seconds. Now under 10. Hokie stumbles, loses it.
I think they go back and try to clear the ball. Wow, great handle there by Sando.
Yeah, nice ball, or nice pickup. Not sure if he plucked that one out of the air or
it's like 19.
Got it off the ground.
He's trying to pick that, almost got it. Great handle by Sando.
Mustangs settle in for their second possession of the second half. Still looking like the 1-4-1.
Galef trying to press his man. He's got to be a little gassed at this point. Flaherty with the ball, trying to press.
Nice outside shot from Flaherty.
I think Leclerc made that save with his helmet.
Freshman out of Westlake in Austin, Texas. I think that's where Drew Brees went. Probably not at the same time as Flaherty. Oh, nice slide from 46 from the Hokies. Keller.
I'd really like to see Galef give that up a little earlier. That's a fatigue mistake right there.
Yeah, he timed him up on that. Hokies slid from the backside, but then he threw the ball away, so it's coming back Mustangs.
A good handle by Lusugo right there to get that clear.
Quite a few box issues for the Mustangs today. A lot of up and down play, so that'll lead to that sometimes. When you're going from offense to defense and back to offense, sometimes it's hard to keep track of who's on the field. Flaherty back out there, driving against the short stick.
Hokies able to successfully fake the slide and get him to roll.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Josh. Oh, drive from Gosselin. Something's got to be called because he ended up in the crease.
We'll see what the call is here.
I think that's going to be unsportsmanlike on Gosselin again, like it was on Corrales earlier in the game. Wasn't a dangerous dive at his legs, but he still ended up in the crease and on top of the goalie.
So we'll see what we have here. Yeah, you're right, Coach.
Now they're calling this one unreleasable, whereas the first was releasable. This was a lot less egregious, I thought, than the first one, so I don't know how that makes sense. Perhaps because he actually ran into the goalie. Sure seemed like Corrales ran into the goalie on the first one, though, so I don't know the difference there. So it's a big moment right here. 6-4. Hokies going to go man up for a minute, trying to draw within one.
Hokies have been successful in man up a few times today.
Yeah, I think the last one they found the guy in the lower right wing. We'll see what they look for this time. Looks like a 1-4-1 in the man up, at least to start with.
Yep, they have good rotation on this one.
Yeah, they're moving a little more than their early opportunities were kind of a stagnant 3-3. Although they still like that 24 just faking. Oh, good find on the crease. That was Sullivan to, I believe, number 20. Or maybe 28. No 28 on the roster, so can't tell you who scored that one for the Hokies. But it does draw them within one, and the penalty is still being served because it's unreleasable. So we'll have a man down face-off of the Mustangs.
This is a key face-off. If the Mustangs are able to get this ball, and they could potentially kill the rest of the possession.
Oh, and Brown wins it clean. Big time for that. And, oh, Gorella shooting before he caught it, but Mustangs managed to get it back.
Looks
Flag
like
down on the Hokies.
Push from behind with possession, so that'll be a flag on the Hokies.
That is a goal to the long stick.
Twardy.
Sean Twardy out of San Marcos, California, or San Marcos High School, Santa Barbara area. I'm going to say that's his first goal of his career. Not positive about that, but kind of a safe bet. And it's a big one.
That does wave the flag off.
So the penalty on the Hokies that was going to be called is waved off on the Mustangs' goal. The Mustangs penalty, still way back 2 goals ago, running into the goalie, is still locked in. Can't be more than a few seconds left on that. So we'll take the Mustangs back up to a 2-goal lead, 7-5 now.
Looks like there is still going to be a time surfing flag here. A 1-minute slash on, I believe that's 16 Virginia Tech.
Didn't they say they'd wave that off? We're getting a little mixed signals from the Stripes today. So now we've got a 5-on-5 face-off with Mustangs looking to go man up in about 13 seconds or so. Ryan Brown wins it back to himself. Manages to run through the couple opponents. But the pass is errant. So the Mustangs penalty is released.
Mustangs able to successfully ride and get the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, solid body check from Thayer. Gives the ball back to the Mustangs and an opportunity to go man up if they can clear, which they do. Not exactly cleanly, but it all works out in the end.
Not sure that's how Coach Dalgo.
No, 2 guys within 2 yards of each other, but they managed to get it down to their offensive end, and now they'll settle in for, I want to say, their first man up of the day. Do you remember any penalties from the Hokies up to this point?
That sounds about right, Coach.
Actually, there might have been one, and they yeah, I do remember one, and they didn't even get a look off.
Looks like that tipped on the shot from Hunter. Hokies able to pick that up.
Oh my gosh, an absolute buddy pass from LeClaire to number 7. 7 wisely didn't exactly sell out for that ball because he would have gotten crushed. Somebody might want to let the freshman goalie know that you don't want to make a pass over a midline if you want to keep your players healthy.
Looks like we're back to full strength for both sides.
Yeah, that was quite a erratic little set of man-ups for both squads and transition plays. Mustangs look to slow it down a little bit on the 6s.
Shot from Galef, save down low.
Yeah, Mustang offense looking a little stagnant. I don't know that that's exactly how Coach drew it up.
Yeah, not much movement on that offense, kind of isolation.
That was the proverbial one guy drives and 5 guy watches. 5 guys watch. Hokies, another broken clear. Mustangs successfully clear. Not sure what the Hokies clearing percentage is today, but it's not as high as the Coach O'Brien would like, I can tell you that much. Your best teams are going to clear close to a 90% clip is what you're really hoping to get as a head coach. I'm going to guess they're 75 at best, maybe lower than that.
Mustangs still looking to push from up top out of the 1-4-1.
Big Justin Reno with the ball in the wing.
Picked off by the goalie. Hokies looking to push it up the far side.
Still struggling on their clears. A lot of traffic in the middle. And they fail to clear again. This time based on the 20 seconds that they have to get it over the midline. Failed to do so. 8-7, isn't it?
Sorry about that late update on the score there.
We'll double check at the break to make sure that we have that correct, but we're pretty sure we do. 7-5 Mustangs. Again, a wing dot to start things off with a little dish that doesn't connect. Reno battling to get it back, and the Mustangs do.
Ryan Stickney on the backside. Goslin's got a short stick on him.
Nice D from number 33, Brick Boyle, out of Blacksburg, local Hokie.
Oh. Stickney to Juralis.
And that stung corner right there. That was offside high to high. Wouldn't recommend most of the Mustangs go high to high. Gurelis is one that can get away with it because he's got a little more heat on his shots than most of the Mustangs and probably most of the players in the MCLA. That's a big goal for the Mustangs. Puts them back up 3, makes it 8-5. They withstood that early flurry in the second half from the Hokies. They came out strong with a couple of quick goals.
Clean win from Brown. Still looking to press. And he gets the unassisted goal up high.
And that's what we've been talking about, people. Ryan Brown, one of the most improved Mustangs over his 3-year career, going for an interesting celebration, which I don't know exactly what that was. But again, all of last year, all of his first 2 years, 1 point from Ryan Brown. I believe that will take him to 4-4 for the season, so he's coming in at 8, less than halfway in. So that's a big help for the Mustangs.
I believe that expression is make it, take it.
Make it, take it, and score it yourself. It's hard to underestimate the what it means to have a face-off guy that can win cleanly and be an offensive threat himself. It's one thing to get possessions, but to actually translate those possessions into goals is a big deal. Brown's also a more than adequate defender, so he's not one of those face-off guys that you're desperately trying to get off the field when he does lose one. So it's a big role, and if I had to pick a Mustang that's probably the most important player for him at this point in the season, it's going to be Ryan Brown.
I have to agree with you there, Coach.
Not exactly earth-shattering analysis there. Face-off guys are important as our goalies, but I think I really don't know what the Mustangs have behind Brown, so he's critical to their long-term success, short-term success.
I'd like to thank everybody who's on the stream watching our game today. If you'd like to help support Cal Poly Lacrosse, you can go to cplax.com/support. Team appreciates all the help we can get.
Yeah, and we'll be back out on the live stream on the World Wide Web, so to speak, Saturday night. Cal Poly playing in the stadium, taking on number 5 Chapman Panthers, longtime California rivals. And that'll be a fun Saturday night game in Spano Stadium. If you're in San Luis, don't stay at home and watch us as much as you love our analysis and commentary coming out to the game. But for those alumni and others out there, you can check us out Saturday night as well.
Let's see if Brown can keep up his winning streak here on faceoffs here in the second half.
Yeah, you got both Hokies on the offensive side trying to cut off his fast break. Brown still is able to get it out to Ben Smith on the wing. Ben Smith doing a really good job picking up a tough ground ball, making an ill-advised pass, though, that Gurelis manages to sneak through. Yeah. Mr. Smith says his bad on the pass. I'm going to have to agree with him on that. but AJ got out of there unscathed, and the Mustangs settle in on offense.
Flaherty looking to push it on his short stick.
Yeah, so Mustangs with the 4-goal lead, but the offense hasn't been crisp this half. Let's see if they can get a little more movement in their sixes.
Stickney with the lefty shot, but LeClaire able to gobble that up.
Yeah, he was looking to put it up where the mama hides the cookies like AJ and Ryan Brown had just done, but Stickneys did not get through. Hokies finally with a clear, successful clear. I think that was, they had failed at least 2, maybe 3 times in a row, so they settle in for their first offensive possession in some time. Winding down in the third quarter. This next goal is going to be big. 5-goal lead's a pretty big thing to overcome. Hokies are going to try to make it closer, and they just missed doing so. Shot off the pipe.
I believe that does reset the shot clock.
Yes, it does. So they're back at a full 80. Solid defense from Lusugo, Colorado, in his senior season. One of the Mustangs captains, I believe.
That was Dewey on the goal.
Yeah, Dewey's a solid player. That was a nice move. Good inside face dodge. I'd like to see Epstein more match stick on that one. Tends to drop his stick on those in tight shots, which not sure that's a fundamentally sound goalie play in that instance. With Dewey's goal, which probably at least his second, if not third of the day, brings it to 9-6. Mustangs up by 3.
Brown another clean face-off win.
Brown does a good job of taking what the Hokie face-off unit was giving him, which he won it forward, but then quickly moved it back to his wide-open wingman. Did a real good job of that against Santa Clara last Friday night, winning quite a few back after they had scored on a number of face-offs. Santa Clara kind of stacked their defensive end of the field, so Brown just won the ball going backwards. Not all face-off guys are wise enough to figure that out. Brown obviously is.
Together for the ball, looking to initiate. Hunter on the wing.
Claire,
a shot off.
Claire with another body save. Not exactly a huge body to make body saves, but he's done well today.
And the Hokies get the quick clear. Uh-oh.
Just a straight drop from the Hokie attackman, and a Capistani with a really unforced turnover. That hurts the Hokies. Little transition opportunity for the Mustangs. Oh, but Hunter just not expecting the trail check.
That was Boyle bringing the ball up for the Hokies, able to withstand several stick checks.
Yeah, Hunter's got to have a little better field awareness on that. Don't know where he thought everybody else on the field was going to be, but they caught up to him and stripped him easily. Gets the ground ball to make up for it, though.
That was Flaherty with the short stick defense. I didn't catch the Virginia Tech player with the ball. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. See if the players on the field are going to be able to realize.
Sugo going to go for the long bomb, and he can't get the shot off.
All right, the end of the third, 9-6. Cal Poly over Virginia Tech.
Both teams notch a couple. Stays a 3-goal. What did we have at the half? 6-3, right? So still remains a 3-goal deficit for the Hokies. Big question for the fourth quarter is, do we have another situation like we did in the first half where Brown won all the first quarter faceoffs? Hokies came back and got the second quarter faceoffs. Brown dominated again in that quarter. We'll see if the Hokie tandem of Kirsch and White can make a few more adjustments and win some of those faceoffs for the Hokies, try to get them back into this game. Kind of like a rock, paper, scissors game at faceoff. We'll see if the Hokies know which one to throw. Wind picking up a little bit here at the sports complex, Cal Poly.
So, Coach, what's the history between these two teams?
Yeah, that's a good question, Josh. It's not a long history between the two squads. I think they've played. This is the fourth contest, and Cal Poly leads the overall series 2-1. Virginia Tech won the most recent and probably the most important. They upset Cal Poly in the first round of nationals back in 2017. Cal Poly came in that one 5, and the Hokies were 12. So that was a pretty big upset. And we got the Hokies back in 2014 and then way back in 2002 at the national tournament when they actually played consolation games that counted. Not sure that was a great idea, but we did it at the time. So, yeah, Cal Poly trying to take a 3-1 series lead in the history of the two programs. Both been stalwarts of the MCLA for a long time. Ground ball scrum finally corralled by the Hokies.
It's going to be a huge key for this last quarter here is who can get the face-off, those 50-50 face-offs, and win another possession for their team.
Yeah, it is a little odd just how distinct the different quarters have been. We'll see if that stays the same for the fourth. Hokies getting the first of the fourth.
Cleary getting a good head of steam, able to generate the offense here for the Hokies.
Nice slide from Tunney. Takeaway check from Tunney.
And we got a fast break here. Or nope, Cleary's able to cut him off.
Yeah. Hokies do a good job of getting back on defense.
No numbers here on the break.
Mustang's not going to be in a huge rush. They'll take those transition opportunities if they're obviously there, but with a 3-goal lead in the fourth, they're going to be content to settle it up and burn a little of the 80-second shot clock. Way too early in the game to be slowing it down entirely, but
yeah, I mean, with the shot clock, you really can't slow it down all that much anymore.
Yeah, I think coaches will probably just preach taking wise chances on the transition. You're never going to want to turn down a 4-on-3 fast break, but maybe not the time to push it in other situations.
Great save there up top by Leclerc.
Yeah, that was a good drive from Flaherty off the left wing. Just didn't love the shot placement. I'm going to say that's kind of a weak call. Refs have actually had a pretty good game, I think, today, but that one seemed pretty weak.
It's a slash on Gosselin. Yeah. That'll be a 1-minute penalty.
That looked like a solid fundamental ride from here. We are on the far side of the field, but looked pretty clean. Yeah, coach not going to be disappointed with that effort from Gosselin. That's a solid ride. Questionable call. Goes to the Hokies with a chance to pull a little tighter.
And a couple occasions today, the Cal Poly Ride has been able to retain possession of the ball. So you really want to see that out of your attackmen.
Yeah, they've been riding hard, and they wouldn't have disrupted as many Hokie clears as they have if the attack wasn't fully involved.
We'll see what kind of man-up plays the Hokies come up with. Lots of movement in the middle.
Yeah, they're definitely out of their stagnant 3-3 that they were going for. Still like 24 top center. Feeding it down to the righty wing. Similar play to earlier in the game. Capistani with the finish. And that's a big goal for the Hokies. Draw within 2 with most of the fourth quarter to go.
It's a pretty good fundamental shot there from the island there, as the offensive coaches will call it. Coming up right-handed. Able to finish near 5-5.
Yeah, that's a good look from the Hokies. Good finish from Capistani. He's got at least another 1 or 2 on the day. Loose
Ball
ball.
gets kicked forward into the offensive end for the Mustangs. So the Coach Dario for the Mustangs gets that timeout called with the possession.
Moy really struggling to corral the balls cleanly today. He's had a number of those, had another one of those on the ground ball. It wasn't the easiest pickup in the world, but he had time and some space, and he got bailed out from his coach there, but it's not exactly the time of the game where you want to be burning a timeout. Those are precious in the fourth quarter, but coach will take it because he definitely needed possession there. So that does break our string of each team taking 1 quarter on the faceoffs. That's a faceoff win for the Mustangs in the fourth. And they can get a few more of those. They might be able to put this game away, but we got a long way to go still. About 12 minutes in the quarter. Mustangs with a 2-goal lead.
If the Mustangs can maintain this lead going into the later and late stages of the fourth quarter, we'll see what Virginia Tech has as far as pressuring with the ball. A classic move and out of a timeout is to have some sort of shut off, 2 poles on the ball. A little early for that.
Yeah, and they have shown some extended pressure at times out on the perimeter, so it seems like they're definitely capable of doing that. One thing with the shot clock is, as far as to the best of my knowledge, there's no keeping it in the box anymore. So 80 seconds, yes, they have to get a shot off, but that's a lot of time you can burn using the whole half of a field instead of the old days when you had to keep it in the box, which was a little challenging.
Shot from Flaherty, tipped, went out of bounds, able to chase it. Even if a shot is tipped, you can still chase it out of bounds for maintaining possession. Another shot from Flaherty.
Yeah, jump shot bouncer. Looks like we've got 66 in on attack for the Mustangs. It's Matty Tavola. Don't think we've seen him yet today or much this season for that matter.
Five-hole shot, saved by LeClaire.
Yeah, it's a good drive from Flaherty, but just a little too deliberate on the release. LeClaire seeing the ball well, and
yeah, that was a tough save too, coming out of the shadow into the sun for him there.
Hokies do get the clear.
It's Adam Rankin able to get the pass there and settle it up. Quick bobble there from Cleary, but able to get his own.
Took the bouncer shot, went wide, but Virginia Tech corrals it. Tunney almost. Oh, that's a bad break for the Mustangs. Tunney tipped that one, almost had his own tip, but it went to the Hokies, and they finished with the low to high rip in the corner to make it a 1-goal game. Not sure who that was on the finish for the Hokies.
I think that was Dewey, Coach.
Yeah, it probably was, because that was definitely a lefty shot, so that would make sense. Yeah, that's a nice finish. Just an unfortunate bounce, but those happen sometimes, and gonna have to overcome it now. A little gut check time for the Mustangs. Lead has slipped down to a single goal. Kirsch with the clean win for the Hokies. Sidearm pass, probably unnecessary, and goes out of bounds off of Dewey's stick. Just scored the previous goal. Would have been a good opportunity for the Hokies if he could have caught that cleanly.
Mustangs trying to find the short stick on the clear here.
Yeah, find Sugo. Mustangs will sub. So now it's definitely a time where Mustangs aren't going to want to slow things down. Still a lot of time in this game. 9 minutes, only have a 1-goal game. Going to want to get in their offense and work to find the best shot they can. I think they've been settling for shots a little too soon. A lot of single guy driving, same person shooting, not really making the goalie move in the cage very much. And when he sees the ball, he's done well.
We've got an interference call on Cal Poly. Ball will go to Virginia Tech.
Illegal screen, I'm assuming that must have been. Unless somebody stepped in the crease. Hokies get the clear and settle it in on offense. Ubiquitous yellow call. I think we all probably know what that means by now.
Virginia Tech still subbing one more offensive player in, and now they have all their personnel.
Yeah, 40 seconds into the shot clock to get the personnel on, but still plenty of time.
That was a good tip from Hoblitz over there.
Yeah, nice check from Hoblitzel. That was a good look from 24 Schubert down to number 9 Warner, who's had a couple on the day.
Tunney gets that tip.
Tunney this time cleanly picks it out of the air. And Mustangs look to push, need to stay onside because all 3 went over. And they do stay onside.
Elect to slow it up. Plenty of lacrosse still to be played.
Yeah, Tunney very adept at those pickoffs. He's had a few of those today.
Gosselin looked to push from behind. Morales with a
low to low rip, stays Mustangs.
It's a pretty dangerous shot as it bounces, but comes right about hip high on the goalie.
Oh.
Hilaire with the good save there.
Gosselin with the wraparound. I think he had a little more time than he realized. Couldn't put that one on cage. That was a good opportunity. Like to see a little more of that out of Gosselin today. Hopefully he's not too gun shy after getting called for the penalty.
Nice check from behind. Morales loses the ball. Virginia Tech will look to clear.
Yeah, AJ with the strong move, just got checked out right at the last second before he could get the shot off. Not a bad look. Hokies definitely cleaned up their clears in the 4th. To help them get back into this game. Winding down now, under half of the 4th quarter left.
I think the Mustangs have a offensive midi stuck on D and Flaherty. Sugo able to successfully get
Sugo with some aggressive defense.
Turnover on Warner.
Creates the turnover.
Nice heads up play there to reduce that over. That was
Yeah.
Menendez.
Yeah, and a good play by Levitan as well to get out of traffic and not try to push it too much. Stickney getting trailed by the LSM. Little encouragement from Levitan, excited after a solid play.
Mustangs looking to invert a bit.
Yeah, I haven't had a ton of assisted goals from the Mustangs today, and they've been doing a good job of finding open guys on the crease in recent weeks. I'd like to see a little more of that at this point. I think we can officially say that Leclerc is a solid goalie, and if he can pick it up, he's probably going to save it. A lot harder to make the save when you're moving in your cage as the ball gets passed and then quickly shot off the crease guy.
Stickney loses the ball.
Flaherty with a nice battle. Still, but Hokies come out with the ball.
That's a tough turnover from the Mustangs there.
Yeah.
That's and they get the goal in transition. Ties it all up at 9.
Yeah, nice shot from Martirano, it looks like. 14 out of Hokies. Ground ball scrum on the Mustangs offensive side. Picked up by the Hokies, led to a 4-on-3 going the other way. And the midi took it himself, put a nice shot 5-hole on Epstein. And it's 9-9. All knotted up. 5 minutes left in the fourth. We got ourselves a close one here. I guess that's to be expected. Again, teams coming in. Cal Poly at number 9, Virginia Tech at number 11.
Looks like the pollsters got that right. Great face there for Virginia Tech with
Nasangel with the stab, plucking the ball out of the air. Pretty impressive little play.
As the fourth quarter winds down, timeouts become more important. I believe Virginia Tech still has both of theirs in their pocket. Coach Jabry having burned one earlier to save possession.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Josh. Don't recall. Actually, don't recall a Hokie timeout this half.
Tip ball there on a cross crease pass. Looked pretty dangerous from this angle.
It did. That nearly went in.
We got
nice.
Dewey on the short stick. Smith loses the ball. We got a scrum here.
It's pretty impressive short stick D-midi defense from Smith, taking on the attackman on the must have had to rotate, so a little out of position and off their matchups, but Smith handled it well.
Looked like Tunney had checked that one out of bounds, but Virginia Tech maintains possession.
Wing dodge and a shot from the Hokies. Might have been a save from the Epstein. I'm not sure that was going in, but definitely tipped off his stick. Oh, 50. 50's got a deep pocket. Store that in the memory banks. Really important possession at this point.
Looks like Smith ends up marked up on Dewey again.
That one.
Oh, Dewey hits the pipe. I believe that.
Pipe, maybe off of Epstein as well. First.
And we'll see if the Mustangs can clear. This will be a pretty huge clear. You got to get it over the midline here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to Gilman it up, and they do. And Thayer snags it. Nice play by Thayer.
Mustangs taking that one down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a pass at about 61 seconds. So 1 second left to get it over.
So for those of you who haven't played in a couple of years, you have 20 seconds to get it across the midline.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be in your possession. It can still be a ground ball scrum on the offensive side, but it's got to be over the midline. 20 seconds into the 80-second shot clock. There's Moy again having trouble just corralling the pass. Might be feeling a little nerves out there from the young attackman.
10 seconds here in the shot clock.
Gosselin looking for the shot.
Doesn't
Can't
get
put it on Cage. Mustangs going to have to get into their ride at this point.
It's good defense there by the Hokies, not allowing the Mustangs to get a good look on that possession.
Yeah, they really didn't even settle into that one. Good pressure on ball for the Hokies. They're looking a little fresher right now, frankly, than the Mustangs are. Bad decision on the long pass. That's loose ball hold. Not sure how that was a loose ball hold. If it was a hold, if it's a hold, it's not a loose ball hold. But
Yeah.
that's what the ref called.
Yeah, that was a kind call from the refs there. Looks like Mustangs call a timeout, looking to get the last possession here of the game.
And we're right at about a minute. We're going to check and see exactly what it is.
Adjust the clock here. 1:11 left in the game.
1:11. Tie game. Shot clock's at 72. So shot clock not a factor for the Mustangs right now. If I did my math right on that, Coach.
I think you did.
Yeah. We both Cal Poly graduates. We were thinking with the Hokies versus Cal Poly today, the tech schools, you could play this game and then you could get these kids together afterwards and have them design you a house or something. So a lot of smart kids out on the field today. Probably going to be making their careers in something other than lacrosse. But it's been quite a game today. They've laid it out there on the field. Hokies got down, but they managed to battle back, and we'll find out soon who pulls this one out. Mustangs with the ball right now, out of timeouts, but they have possession with 1:11 left and a shot clock not a factor.
We'll see if Virginia Tech decides to come out and have any little defensive wrinkles that'll
Yeah, that's always a tough call. You've been playing pretty good man-to-man defense. I don't know, get too cute and come out in the zone and not be on point. So I wouldn't expect them to do anything out of the ordinary, but you never know. Their on-ball pressure has given the Mustangs some problems.
looks like the Mustangs might settle for taking some time off the clock here before they.
Yeah, we got Galef just holding on to the ball. We'll see when they decide to initiate. Again, shot clock is off, not a factor.
So again, with the shot clock, there's no keep it in the box or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Well, and we're tied now, so it wouldn't apply now. I don't know if I love the holding the ball top center, just in case something goes wrong. Hokies would be going the other way quickly, but obviously not putting a lot of pressure right now. Now the Mustangs look to initiate. Coming off a pick to Gosselin.
Not sure if that's the shot that Stickney really wants there.
Certainly not the spot he wanted to put it. That was a pass to the goalie. Sullivan gets off a shot just after Warner, excuse me, gets off a shot, but coming after the clock expired. Epstein makes the save anyway. And we're going to overtime. I think the first game we did together, Josh, was an overtime affair as well, wasn't it?
Well, last year, Mustangs hosted, at the time, defending national champion Grand Canyon in the stadium. Went to overtime. I believe it was 8-7 with, I believe the Mustangs scored right as time expired to tie that up and send it into overtime, I believe.
Yes, definitely as time expired. Maybe even a touch after time had expired, but, sometimes you get the calls and sometimes you don't. Let's hope this one ends in the Mustangs' favor. No, that one did not. Captain's going out for the sudden victory, or sudden victory discussion with the refs and the Hokie captains.
Looks like Virginia Tech only has one captain out there. I'm not sure I've seen that very often.
No, Matthew Herman. He is listed as a goaltender, and he has definitely not been the goalie today. So, interesting little situation there. But Hunter LeClaire has definitely played well for the Hokies. Couldn't complain about his play. Little rough in the early going. Let in the first 3 shots of the day in 5 minutes, but definitely settled in and has had a strong performance for the Hokies. As has Epstein. Looked good for Cal Poly. Maybe had his best game of the season. Little lapse there in the third quarter. A couple of those might have been able to save, but overall a solid performance.
So it may have been a cagey move by the Virginia Tech coach, Tim O'Brien, to send his backup goalie out to the overtime circle so he could talk to his captains, which are typically your better players on the team.
Yep, you might be right on that, Josh. Not sure they really hold you to who you send out for the overtime discussion. Probably should know that after coaching as long as I did, but I couldn't actually tell you. Well, we knew face-offs were going to be important, as we talked about all day, and none going to be more important than this one. Each team will come into the 4-minute overtime period with 1 timeout. And some teams like to use it right off their first possession. Others kind of hold it in the back pocket in case they need to bail out an offensive player, as Coach D'Abrio has had to do once or twice today. So we'll see what they decide to do. Interesting lineup for the faceoff with all 3 on separate sides of the field. Don't see that too often.
Looks like apparently the white captains had chosen to defend the side that's not looking into the sun.
Smart move, as we said. Some
So
smart kids out here on the field.
That's why the teams are switching sides here. Although Leclerc's made some good saves even looking into the sun today, so can't say that's that much of an advantage, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, sun almost a non-factor at this point, but still just a little bit in the way down there on what is now the Hokies' goal that they're defending. And here we go. It's overtime.
Looks like Brown wins that one cleanly to himself.
Yep. Will Coach get the timeout? He chooses to let Brown stay with the ball. Oh, and the sun does play a factor, but it's against the Mustangs in that case. Ryan Brown with the pass to Gosselin that he lost in the sun. Clearly didn't see that one. Mustangs with the drop back ride. Hokies have definitely seemed to figure out the clears a little better as the game has gone on. Clock malfunction at a inauspicious time of the game for that.
Yeah, there's 1 timeout per team.
So we got an officials timeout. Cal Poly had won the opening face-off in the overtime, but could not connect on a pass. The Mustang attackman looking into the sun. And the Hokies start their possession. 60 seconds left in the shot clock.
Rankin starts off with the ball. These sudden victory scenarios are always nerve-wracking as a coach. Lots of hands on hips, hands on knees.
Good look on the backside. Oh, and the shot just wide. Pretty good look. Had to get through a lot of sticks, but once it got there, he had a good shot.
Dewey driving up.
Good D. Hoblitzel with the interception. Nice pickoff. And he calmly gets out of traffic and gets it over to Tunney. That was a strong move by Hoblitzel. Big moment in the game.
That's why we always tell our defensemen that sticks up.
Yeah, they had almost picked off the first cross crease pass, but they did get that one. And now the Mustangs will take possession. Whoa, danger time here at the midline.
Not sure why the Mustang midfielders are trying to.
Oh, and another errant pass.
That's pretty heartbreaking right there. Mustangs not able to make the easy clear. Already in the offensive side of the field.
Yeah.
Kudos to Virginia Tech on that ride.
I'm assuming that the timeout rules have not changed, although the shot clock did, which means coach was not able to get a timeout because of where the ball was on the field. We had not had it in the underneath the restraining line yet. Or I could be wrong because they just called timeout in the middle of the field. So in previous years, you could only get a timeout if you had the ball below the restraining line on your offensive side of the field. Mustangs were definitely under pressure there. Probably could have used a timeout, but Hokies get the ball back, and we'll see what they can come up with. About a minute and a half left to go in the overtime. 60 seconds on the shot clock. Well, 57 to be exact.
The words of encouragement from the Cal Poly sideline.
So if we do go to the end of the first overtime, again at 4 minutes, with no score, we'll just roll over and do it all again. And you keep going until somebody puts one in. I think the longest Cal Poly program's ever been involved with is probably a triple overtime. I know Virginia Tech had like a 5 overtime with UC Santa Barbara a few years ago in the tournament, 4 or 5.
Well, it's always tough in the tournament, especially that first round with another game the next day.
Wing dodge. Solid D.
Save Epstein.
Big save, big save. Obviously every save in overtime is big. Hoblitzel brings it up quickly.
Dewey's been pretty lethal today with that left hand.
So interesting. We're going to have to check on that because it seemed like Coach D'Abrio was waiting for them to get the ball under the restraining line, but I'm pretty certain the Hokies just called one not within the restraining line. So I'll do a little rule check. Neither one of us is a coach for a few years, so we know the rules, but not every nuance. There's quite a few things going on in a lacrosse game.
Yeah, they keep tweaking them every year, and it's a little hard to keep them straight.
Yeah, I can tell you the 2015 rules quite well, but 2019 not as 100% on those.
Yeah, the rules committee from the NCAA keeps tweaking what you can have in your pocket as far as shooting strings, time to get it across the midline, shot clocks, trying to make the game faster and more competitive.
Yeah, and I think the verdict on the shot clock is definitely a positive one. I think almost everyone would agree that it's it's going to have a few hiccups here and there, but overall it's picked up the pace of play, really brought back the ride since people have been trying to slow the teams down and eat away at that shot clock. Nothing worse than just watching a team concede on the ride and sending all their personnel back through the defense. So we've seen definitely a lot more transition, and we've seen that today as well. So here we go with Mustangs coming in with the ball. Both teams out of timeouts in this first overtime period. We've got about 45 seconds on the game clock and more than that on the shot clock. So shot clock will not be a factor.
Ball starts with Gosselin, side right. The Mustangs are starting out in the 3-3, looking to burn some time off the clock before heading to the cage, trying to get that last possession of the overtime period.
And here we go. Corrales to Galef. Oh, see someone on the crease.
Looks like Hunter's able to save it. But Virginia Tech picks it off. And we'll be heading into our next overtime period.
Evan Hunter with a nice hustle play to keep the ball in bounds off of the missed pass towards the crease. But the Mustangs couldn't get it back in time to make anything happen. So here we go, going into 2 overtimes. Each team will regain another timeout. And now we have we didn't really think the sun was a factor, and it probably isn't for the goalies, but it is for the actual players. So now the Hokies will be on the offensive end where their attackmen might be dealing with a little sun in their eyes. See if that comes into play.
Really getting our money's worth today.
Yeah, so maybe it's just our thing, Josh. Every game we're going to call is going to go to overtime. We'll see if Saturday nights does the same. Should be a good one. Again, if you weren't with us earlier, we mentioned Saturday night. Mustangs will take on the Chapman Panthers, number 5 in the nation, versus Cal Poly coming in at number 9, under the lights in Spanos Stadium. If you're in San Luis, get out to the field and join us. If you're somewhere else in the world, log in and check out the game.
So I believe the Panthers and Mustangs have went back and forth in the past couple of years, I believe.
Yeah, that overall series definitely a little bit in the Panthers' favor, but it's been real back and forth over the last 10 years.
Yeah, the 2016 game, that was my last game I coached. That was a 9-5 win for the Panthers over Cal Poly.
Yeah, we don't need to relive that one. Brian Brown with a clean win. Oh.
We have a loose ball push on Virginia Tech, stays Cal Poly ball.
Yeah, probably not needed since the Mustangs were going to get it anyway, but that's all right. Important time of the game, so the ref didn't want it to have anything go wrong and the wrong team get possession.
Looks like Cal Poly's looking for Evan Hunter on the wing dodge, lefty.
Back to Galef on the wing.
Mustangs running Galef and Hunter on this first midi line. Both have strong lefty tendencies.
Yeah, I think they're looking for the lefty drive and then the cross-feed pass for maybe a righty Corrales finish. Not finding it, though. Stickney drawing the long pull, not unexpectedly. He faces the LSM most of the time, I would say. And Hunter puts the lefty drive in to give the Mustangs the overtime victory. Well, it's good to know that we're not a overtime jinx, Coach. After dropping the first game that we called against Grand Canyon in overtime, Mustangs are able to pull out the overtime victory over a solid Virginia Tech team. Virginia Tech got down today. Looked like the Mustangs actually might pull away at times, but they battled back, started winning the faceoffs, really took control in the second half, and had a few opportunities to win it. But the Mustangs were able to withstand the pressure, stayed composed, and earned the victory. Double overtime.
Yeah, pretty solid play from the Virginia Tech Hokies in this game. pretty impressed with a few of their offensive players. They're really impressed with their goalkeeper, Leclerc. I think he's going to be probably an all-conference selection, I would say.
Yeah, you know, SELC is a huge conference, so you never know what's out there, but he played well. Yeah, and they had some nice players. Mostly I just was impressed with their, fortitude. They didn't get down after they got back, were down a few goals, kept battling, started winning the ground ball war, and put the pressure on the Mustangs. But the Mustangs pulled this one out, which is good to see. Overtime is always a challenge. It's never fun as a coach, and it's more of a relief than a exalting when you win in overtime. Pretty simple play on the game winner. Just drove the alley. Not a lot of shot. No slide from the Hokies, and Hunter was able to get underneath his man enough, still with enough room to put it in the top corner.
Yeah, great shot there from Evan Hunter. Congrats to the Mustangs. And then we got the lineup going, but we're going to get on out of here. Thanks for joining us, all that we're out there today in Mustang Land and Hokie Land as well. Again, we'll hope to see you all Saturday at Spanos Stadium, 7 o'clock. Mustangs take on the number 5 Chapman Panthers, a top 10 matchup for your Saturday night. And if you liked what you heard today, make sure to support the team. cplax.com/support. Team appreciates it.
For Josh Moore, this is Mark Lee. We are off.